Tell me
Okay,
when.
go.
Hello, I'm back with you. All right, well now I'm in front of the computer and we have a picture of this website that I've been talking about. It's called The Sky, and look down here. It says right there, Astronomy Calendar of Celestial Events, the year 2018. You also have from 214 all the way to the year 2030, and this is the right website. This is the website where I found these events that I talked about earlier. So let's scroll down here. We'll go slowly. This is what is on the astronomy calendar of celestial events. You have full moons, new moons, lunar eclipses, solar eclipses, planetary events, conjunctions, solar events, meteor showers, comets, asteroids, astronomy event, spacecraft event. So, anyways, let's pull this down to where we need to be. All right, let's go right there. All right. Now, do you remember in the message I just gave that we turn the corner at the end, near the end of the year 2017, and we come to 2018, and right here, look at this. We have January 2nd, we have a full moon, and on January 31st, we have a full moon. But I want to pay close attention here. The universal coordinated time, which is right above where my arrow is, it says 0224. Just to let you know, these numbers pertain to when the resurrection rapture is going to happen. I'm not going to give you the exact dates, but these numbers pertain to the resurrection rapture, but they also pertain to the beginning of the Great Tribulation. And it's actually a separate event, separate date, separate day and date from when the rapture is. But it's brought out in these numbers, 0224. That's all I want to say about this. I'm not at liberty to give these dates. But anyways, I want you to pay close attention. In January, there's a supermoon on January 2nd, on January 31st. Remember how I said the Lord rung the bell? There's a full moon, a supermoon, a blue moon, and on the same day, January 31st, there's a total
You gotta
lunar...
scroll up a little bit because it doesn't cover that.
Oh, okay, I got you. All right.
You gotta go up a little bit.
Okay, all right. I got to scroll here. Sorry. Let's get that up there. All right, so there. You have January 31st. You have the full moon, supermoon, blue moon. And here you have the total lunar eclipse. Now, I want you to notice something. On January 31st, okay, now remember, on January 2nd, when we see the number 0224, this is the Father. He's saying, I'm not turning back. These numbers pertain to the rapture and the start of the Great Tribulation. Game is on. He started the time. He started clicking the time watch. I'm going to focus on this. That which I'm going to show you here in these future events, it pertains to this great rapture and the start of the Great Tribulation. So anyways, on January 31st, where it says 1327 at your universal coordinated time, that means something here. That means something, and here's what it means. It means the Lord is putting in motion the events concerning His people, His kingdom, in relation to the question that those disciples asked. He says, what is the sign of your coming? All right? Those numbers, they pertain to His answer on His coming back for His people. It also pertains to the second question. What is the sign of the end of the world? The 13 and the 27 pertain to that also. So what we're looking at is the Father has a game plan for the church, and He also has a game plan. He has a game plan for the end of the world. Now I want you to look at this. In the month, okay, so we have 2 moons in the month of January. Let me scroll here. Okay, let's go to March. Okay, now here's March 2nd and March 31st. We also have another full moon here, March 2nd. We have a full moon and a blue moon in March. So the Lord is emphasizing you have 2 months. You have 2 months where you have 2 moons together. You have 2 blue moons. He's saying pay close attention. What he's saying in the month of January, he is saying, yes, I'm confirming it again in the month of March. So now let me show you this. I got to scroll back up a little bit. All right. You see here, in between January and March, we have February 15th. February 15th is a partial solar eclipse. It's a partial solar eclipse. So bear with me. I didn't quite explain this fully in my last little message at the graveyard, but it's important for you to know this. In the sign of the end of the world, Jesus said that this pertains to the pulling down of the kingdom of men and the pulling down of Satan's kingdom. Now, we found that event in the future. We're not going to show that to you, but it happens on a partial solar eclipse. Important. It happens on a partial solar eclipse. So the sign of the end of the world, in Jesus' definition of the end of the world, our world isn't going to end. It's because we're going into the tribulation. But the end of the world that Jesus gives the definition, it's the end of the kingdoms of men and the end of Satan's kingdom. Just a little snippet here. There's number 21 and the number 5. That pertains to the end of Satan's kingdom, and the 5 pertains to the end of the kingdoms of men. Did you know that there are 5 kingdoms? The Babylonian kingdom, the Medes and Persians, the Grecian kingdom, the Roman kingdom, and the kingdom that's going to arise here in the time of the end. That's 5 kingdoms. Well, anyways, the Lord He's got February 15th. It's another partial eclipse, and He's got it sandwiched in between 2 moons in January, and one's a blue moon. 2 moons in March, one's a blue moon. He's drawn special focus to the month of February. This February 15th, you know what the Lord is saying? The Lord is saying, "Mene, mene, tekel, upharsin." He's saying, I have weighed the kingdoms of men and finished it. Satan, I have weighed your kingdom, and I've numbered your kingdom, and I've finished it. It's over. He's saying it's over. He always tells us before he does something. He always tells us what is going to happen, and he's got a game plan for it to happen. He is saying right here, "Mene, mene, tekel." He says, I've weighed you in the balances, and I found you wanting. He's saying right here, guys, everyone, this is the Father. He's making a bold declaration. He says, it's over. Even before it happens, he's saying it's over. I'm setting my son in Jerusalem in the near future, and I'm taking the kingdoms of men down, and I'm taking Satan's kingdom down. Remember the vision Nebuchadnezzar had, that Daniel gave the interpretation, the metallic image was broken by a stone that came out of a mountain cut out without hands, and it destroyed it, which the stone out of the mountain, that's Jesus Christ, his kingdom, and his servants, which is us, taken. This is the kingdoms of men coming down. The Father's declaring it before it happens. Remember how I said that Satan is going to be cast out of heaven, and he's going to be cast to the earth. This is the Father right here on February 15. He's declaring it. He's saying it's over. The kingdoms of Satan is over. It's over. So anyways, it's very, very important to understand this. Like I said in that last message, the fulfillment of what Jesus said immediately after the time of that tribulation, that's the great earthquake. That's the coming. That's the sign of the end of the world. That's the coming down of the kingdoms of men. And remember where it says the stars of heaven fell, and John said they fell to the earth. That's Satan being cast out of heaven to the earth.